Hey cousin, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Zaria Chanel. I haven't seen you in so long, girl, but I promise I have good reasoning. I have good reasoning, okay? Life has just been life, and your girl is actually rebranding her entire life. Like, I don't even know how to talk to y'all. That's how long it's been. But your girl is Zaria Chanel. I'm a fitness trainer. I'm a hair enthusiast. I am a lover of cooking. I'm a lover of natural things and just being authentic and being your higher self by being yourself, all right? That is my message. That's what I push out into the world. And I'm just here to change lives, okay? For the better. And I'm doing God's work. Girl is going to go ahead and get into a whole retwist and a little two-strand twist style, okay? So I'm going to show you the things we're using today. And first, we're going to start off with my leave-in conditioner, okay? By Talia Waheed. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, honey. I love your products, okay? I love your products, okay? This is runner-up. We're going to go in with a little bit of this As I Am rosemary spray by As I Am. And we have some homemade flaxseed gel that I made. I made this last night, put it in the refrigerator, and we are ready to get the party started. I'm going to moisturize first. I'm going to do the lock method. I always like to moisturize my hair before I get started. You guys, I've been locked a little bit over maybe 3 years, maybe close to 4 years now. When I first started, y'all, it was definitely crazy. Like, I was struggling. Like, my hair was like this long, y'all, and then the back of my hair was like longer, so it was just very awkward. I actually had damaged my hair really bad. I had did a dye in my hair, and I was trying to repair my hair. I had just got it back to this nice, natural, beautiful, like fluffy, like this. My hair was the healthiest it had ever been, y'all. Okay, do you hear me? Then, y'all, I had took like a brush, and it's like the brush, y'all probably know what it is. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's like it has hard bristles, and it also has like the wig bristles. I'm trying to see if I can take out the brush that I have so I can kind of show you what I mean. So imagine a hairbrush that's made like this. So it has both these type of bristles, and it has this. I use that on my roots to detangle my hair one time, and I had the blow dry. It was like a blow dryer brush. Some of y'all may know, who made it. I ain't gonna name nobody, but y'all, my hair just start coming out like pieces. I mean, by the time I was done, it was just everything was just broken off. It was uneven. I was so frustrated, y'all. I didn't even know what to do. At that point, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna start my locks. It's been so long. Like, let me just go ahead and start my locks, okay? And while I'm talking, let me just go ahead and start my locks. Basically, I did like 2 big chops before I even started my locks. So for me, y'all, like starting my locks was something that I pushed off for a very long time. And when I finally started my locks, y'all, I was so proud of myself, but it wasn't a long length. So now that I'm almost at bob length, let me show you. Let me show you, cousin. Let me show you, cousin. Let me show you. So as you can see, the girl's almost at bob length. Like I had told y'all, when I started my locks, my hair had broke off really bad. So like some of my locks are way shorter than others. And then, over the years of just having locks, I had locks that had got dry and brittle. So I have been devoting myself to just taking better care of my hydration, y'all. I have restarted locks right here from scratch, and it's mainly around like my edges and stuff that I've had to get rid of locks, because y'all, don't care what nobody say. Like, I am not gonna be that type of person walking around here with one lock dangling off, and you just sitting there like, baby, it's time to let that go. Nobody needs to tell me, okay? I know. I see myself every single day. So the lock method is liquid oil conditioner, okay? That's a method that a lot of natural black girls, natural black people use to moisturize their hair. Now, I put my rose water inside of like a little like traveling container, spray bottle. And what I like to do with my hair is I like to go in fours. Okay, so I'm gonna need to grab my clips, y'all. I know I'm just everywhere today. Like, please don't leave, girl. Y'all be acting like y'all got a short attention span. But it's because I'm blue, because all that dopamine. And see, not being on social media actually changed my life, because it just helped me to be more present in the moment and just realize, like, social media is a distraction. Social media is here to distract you from everything that God has for you. I'm gonna say it again. Social media is a distraction. And I kind of want to share like my journey since I got off social media, like what it's done for my mind, body, and spirit. And I just want to be as transparent as I can with y'all, because I feel like it would really help a lot of people who are struggling with their life like I was, just mentally trying to get through it. Social media takes up a lot of your time. Let's start there. I think that's the best way to start off. You know, social media is here to distract you from yourself, right? So that you can look at other people and what they got going on and just kind of compare yourself to people. And that's really what social media is used for. And at the end of the day, as a believer in Christ, I know that my purpose is big. I know that I'm here for a reason. God placed a purpose upon me that is very, very big, and it requires a lot of, you know, genuine solitude. And not only that, but just to believe in Him and focus on Him and keep my eyes on Him during the process. And that's the hardest part sometimes, because you're trying to figure out, why am I not where I want to be at, right? And I had that moment in my life where I just kept asking, like, why am I not where I want to be at? So I identified my weakness, and my weakness was social media. Like, I not only was posting, but I became a consumer of it as well. And that is where I was, really suffering at the most. So God just showed me how much time that I spent on social media. And from there, I just realized, like, okay, I got to do something. So I just started off light. I started off with just taking Instagram off at first. I started with the social media that was taking the most of my time. Second, which was TikTok. Um, so yeah, and ever since, y'all, I have just been chilling, living my life, just trying to figure out like what's next. And just to be honest and have a transparent moment with you guys, I'm the strong friend. So I'm the friend that people just assume, I don't have issues. Like, I don't know what people assume, but check on your strong friends. Okay, that's number one. Number two, at the end of the day, I'm not going to complain to nobody about my situation. People know how I am. So I'm the type where instead of going to people, I go to God. And when I go to God, I got to be by myself. I really got to lock in and just focus on me. So I say all of that to say, don't think that you're running like a race and you can't take time off because you're so consistent. Like, that's how I felt. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so consistent. Like, why am I stopping now? Like, why do I feel this urge to stop? And it's because I was making content that wasn't based off of my soul, like my purpose and what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I feel like my content didn't really provide as much value as I wanted it to provide. So your girl is back. Your girl is back, okay? And I'm back better than ever before because I really just allowed God to work on my character, and my overall like self-esteem, and just helping me to look at myself the way that He sees me. And I think that that's the most important part about being a content creator, is realizing that what you do is enough, right? You bring more than enough to the table just by being yourself. And not even just as a content creator, guys, as a woman in general, you have more than enough. You have more than enough. God gave you everything you need to get to that next level. So the only person that got to get out the way is you. And you got to stop believing the lies. Like Mary J. Blige said, don't be your biggest hater. If somebody going to be your biggest hater, don't let it be you.
I hope you liked my speech, cousin, because my camera had died, so I had to start working on my hair off camera. But this is the back of my hair. As y'all can see, it's not like 100% like nice and clean, beautiful parts and all this other stuff. Y'all, when I say you can do whatever you need to do for yourself, you don't need to go pay these people no money. Just get started, get in that field now, get in your practice, and it's going to pay off every single time. Like, don't let nobody tell you that you can't do your own hair. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something for yourself, because you don't need somebody else all the time to help you. You can do it. It just requires a little patience. So what I would recommend is Start off by moisturizing your hair as I did off camera, okay? All four sections. After I did that, I went in and just parted my hair the best of my ability and started my retwist, okay? After I did the retwist, I started combining locks. Now, because my locks are fairly small, I did 3 to 1 twist instead of 2 for all of them, okay? So around like the edges in the front, I began to do the 2-strand twist, but as y'all can see, there are some 3-strand twists in there, okay? And I was taking my time, okay? It took me like an hour, maybe longer, just to do the back. So at this point, I was exhausted, but I was like, you know what? We gonna keep moving. We gonna keep grinding. We gonna keep going no matter what. Keep your head up. Keep showing up for yourself because you love yourself, and that is enough reasoning not to quit, not to give up. Period. No matter how hard life is, no matter what life throws at you, you gotta know that there is a higher purpose behind your pain. And I think that's something that we need to step into as women, is embracing like the season we are in our life and accepting it, but not saying like, God, why me, why me? Instead saying, God, why not me? I'm ready, I'm chosen, I'm the one that you want to do this. I'm so grateful that you gave me that assignment because you knew that I can handle it. So at the end of the day, you got to be the one to announce over your life and declare and decree that you're going to come out of this season, no matter what it is, no matter how challenging it is, no matter how hard it is, and you're going to come out stronger and better than before, ever before, okay? And I know y'all was probably like, girl, you're just all over the place. For each section, I went in and parted off the section first, and then I went in with the actual locking gel, okay? Now, don't mind my face, y'all. This is like my super focused, like locked in face. Like, I don't know why, but this is what I do. And y'all, I was just trying to prep my hair for the next row, and I went in with that locking gel on the root, and then I began to start to retwist after I applied that gel generously to my actual root. So that's what I'm doing right now. I figure I start on the actual side so that I can show y'all like slowly how I do it for each section so you can kind of just get a general idea. And if this is your first time doing your hair, I would say just do what works best for you. If it feels good to just go ahead and knock out the front because you can see it, do that. But for me, I like to work from the back to the front because I feel like the back is something where it's kind of like you get in your reps, you know, you can kind of like play around with it. You can figure out which ones look good, which ones don't, what feel tight. Like this is kind of like your playground in the back of your hair because ultimately you're not going to be able to see the back if your hair is full enough like mine. So my locks are fairly small, and I always make sure that I kind of like clean the part up after I apply the product. I clean up the part and I just take a comb and make it make sense. Now, don't let nobody be breaking off your hair, okay? I don't believe in that, but there are months that have went by, y'all. Like I haven't got my hair done in maybe like 4 or 5 months at this point. I typically do retwists like every like 5 to 6 months, and that is the reason why my parts look the way that they do. So I was just trying to take my time and do this retwist, and at my own discretion, of course. So yeah, I just wanted to give y'all that right there. As you can see, I kind of like sped the video up and I just began to knock out this row. Now, there were times where I was like, okay, I need to like look at something or, you know, talk on FaceTime or whatever. So I just grabbed my tablet and I did what I had to do and I did my hair precisely. And I really think like no matter like what you're going through in your life, if you take your time and you just trust God throughout the process, but you show up the best way that you can, it's going to work out for you. I don't care what anybody says. Like a lot of people think that like life requires everything to be perfect, and it doesn't. Sometimes it just means show up. Like show up and do it. Like it sometimes you don't even know how it's going to turn out, but you just got to do it anyways. And this is what I was doing with my hair. Like I literally was just like, you know what, it's my first time ever trying it, but I've got it done before and I know that it was beautiful before. And if all fails, I trust myself.
Y'all, I've been doing my hair for like 6 hours now. Your girl is so tired. Like, look, 12 o'clock, honey. I've been doing my hair since like 5. So yeah, this is it though. This is the last few. So I'm just right now putting on the gel. I'm about to go ahead and just retwist first. And then I'm gonna just go back and twist the last. Just flat out tired. I'm trying not to, you know how you get tired, start to get a little messy if you let it. I ain't gonna let it though. I ain't gonna let it. Just a little exhausted, but remember, when you want to give up, you always gotta remember why you started. That is more than enough reason not to give up. And if you don't remember why you started, you need to redefine why you started. Because the meaning changes sometimes. The reason why you started may not be the reason anymore. So redefine it and figure out what it means to you. And that's your motivation to keep going always. And that's what I got for y'all today. So take a chance on yourself. Bet on yourself. Trust yourself. Put yourself first no matter what. Pour into your own cup so that you can pour into others and help other people become a healthier version of themselves any way that you can. But first, it starts by you pouring into you. That's the plot twist. And nobody ever wants to talk about it, but it starts with you. If you want to attract genuine love, be genuine love. If you want to attract nice people, be a nice person. It all starts with you. And that's one thing that I learned growing up. And it was not a fun lesson. It was not a fun lesson. But I finally got it after I stopped trying to search for love outside of myself. I had to give my love. I had to give myself unconditional love in order to learn what unconditional love was. And I thank God for those experiences because they made me who I am. So don't be ashamed of what you've been through. It's just that once God changes you, you have to focus on being that version of yourself that you always wanted to become. Don't wait until you have everything that you want to be that person. Be her now. Because one day you're going to be so proud of yourself because you never gave up. You kept going no matter how much you wanted to stop. You always help people along the way. And the thing is, guys, we go through a lot of what we go through so that we can help people get through it. Like, somebody needs to hear your story. Like, somebody went through the same thing and they need to know how to survive. And you are a blessing because you survived everything that was meant to take you out. And life is a gift. So please, live your best life. Why are we living a life that does not fulfill us, that does not make us happy, that does not bring us peace? If that is the case, readjust the things that you're prioritizing. Because can't nobody tell you how to live this life but you. So take your time with your life, with the journey. Stop trying to rush through life. Enjoy the people that are here now. Appreciate your family. Appreciate your friends. Appreciate the moments that you have with people and cherish them. Because life is not promised to none of us. Tomorrow isn't promised to none of us. So love on everyone who is here with you today. Like, genuinely love on her. And understand that God blessed us with the gift of life for a reason. You're not here to just blend in with the world and be like everybody else. And if you think that's what life is about, I suggest you find what brings you meaning, what brings you purpose, what you would do for free, even if no one else understood it, even if this was the last thing on earth, what would it be for you? I think once you can figure that out, life will start to make more sense. I think that a big part of life is doing things that fulfills you, but also just helping other people as much as you can. I think that is so important, because someone out there was in the same situation you're no longer in. So there's always a way to provide value to someone's life. And if you can find a way to add value to someone's life any way that you can, do it. You just never know the impact you may have made on someone's life by doing something that you didn't even find to be that impactful, that effective. Those same things that you're like, oh, it's not a big deal, I do this all the time. That's your gift. The things that you do that you don't even think about, that's your gift. So take the time out to love on you, invest in you. There's nothing wrong with starting over. I don't care how far you've gotten. If you feel the urge to start over, then start over. No one is coming to save you. You have to put in the work. You have to recreate yourself. If you want life to make sense for you, you gotta go after everything that you want. Can't be afraid of living your best life. You can't be afraid of chasing your dreams. And that's one thing that I'm learning still. And I'm just grateful that I went through a lot of what I went through. Because had I had not went through it, I wouldn't be who I am today. Even those moments of life that don't really make sense, there's a purpose in them. God has a purpose in everything that you go through. There is purpose behind your pain. So never ever give up on yourself and your story or your journey. You are worth so much more than what you've been through. And just because you've been through a lot doesn't mean you're not worthy of experiencing a life full of joy, a life full of healing, a life full of happiness. Because you absolutely are. Stop thinking that your past defines your future, because it does not. The only person that is limiting you from growing is you. You're the only person that keeps reminding yourself of your past and what you didn't get right. Instead of focusing on the future, focusing on the present moment, focusing on just becoming a healthier version of yourself. So what I want you to do, I challenge you to try to only focus on the things that you want to manifest into your life. If you don't want to manifest something to your life, don't give it any energy at all. And I really want you to see how it affects your life. Because you literally deserve the life that you desire. But first, it starts in your mind. And a big part of it is just believing that you're worthy of receiving it. Because you absolutely are. You absolutely are deserving and worthy of receiving the life that you want. But you gotta get out of your own way. And we talked earlier about being your biggest hater. Sometimes you don't even realize that you're your biggest hater. Everybody around you believes in you, and you're the only person doubting yourself still. Like, everybody else sees your potential. Everybody else sees how bright you shine. But it's you doubting you. It's time to call you out of that. It's time for you to call yourself out. And that's one thing about it. Stop waiting for people to tell you what you need to do. You already have all of the answers that you need. You just need to spend time with yourself to hear yourself sometimes. And God blesses you with the ability to have free will. But at any moment when you need clarity, don't be afraid to ask God. Because God has everything that you need. And the problem is, we live in a world where people are searching for God and other things, and they don't even realize it. People are literally searching for God and other things, and they have no clue. No clue at all. It's like the love that you're searching for, only God can give you. I'm going to say it again. That unconditional love that you're searching for is something only God can give you. The perfect person does not exist. Because you are not a perfect person. We all have flaws. We're all human. So we wonder why we're looking for this perfect person and we can't find them. And that's because the perfect person doesn't exist. Everybody has something about them that they're still working through and they're still healing from. Hopefully healing from. And what I've learned is your parents, your friends, your siblings, they all are doing the best that they can with what they have. So the best thing that you could do is support them along the way. Don't hold grudges for the past. Release it. The person that holds the grudges is the person that becomes sick. It's like holding on to a rope and you playing tug of war, right? But the thing is, nobody else is pulling, it's just you. Your hand is becoming like fatigued. It's becoming red. It's becoming exhausted. It's hurting. Got splinters on it. But you're not realizing that you're the only person still holding the rope. And I mean, you pulling hard too. You pulling hard. And then you're wondering why, you're attracting the same type of experiences. It's because you have to forgive people. You have to forgive. You have to forgive. You have to forgive. Forgiveness is key. I'm so serious when I say forgiveness will bring you so much peace. Peace in your mind, peace in your heart, peace in your home, peace in your soul. When you learn to forgive people, even when they intentionally try to hurt you, you still forgive them and you pray for them. And if you're not mature enough yet to where you can pray for them, pray for yourself. Pray that you get to that point where you don't hold anything towards them to the point where you can pray for them and it not hold you hostage. It not keep you up late at night, stop you from getting sleep. Because that's all unforgiveness does. It destroys your peace. So be at peace and forgive everyone who has ever hurt you.
Faith is confidence in what we hope for, but what we don't see. Hebrews 11:1. I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart today, cousin, you keep pushing, keep striving, keep going, keep putting yourself first. Lord, I'm so pretty. Oh my God. Hold on, because this is definitely a Kodak moment. Like, what? I don't know if it's the camera. I don't know what it is, but honey, let's get into it. Like, let's get into it. Oh my gosh, where my lot girls at? Where my lot girls at? Cause honey, get into it. There is no better feeling to being natural. Like, Yeah, it's cute to have your hair done in sew-ins and braids and stuff, but when you rock your natural hair and you beautiful, honey, it is such a blessing. It's such a blessing to be me. You gotta remind yourself that it is such a blessing to be me. Okay? Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy work. Y'all, please forgive me. I was not able to get any good videos after I had did my hair. I literally was so tired and days had just went by. So I'm just collecting all of the videos I was able to get of my hair and putting them in here. But it was really pretty, y'all. I'm sorry. This is probably the best it's gonna get. I'm sorry. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.